There's an old saying that if you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. And so these women are smart. They try different things. They try different strategies. If this doesn't work, let me try that. And they are always in the modality of taking action. They're trying to change their behaviors. And here's the problem with that is that behavioral change without belief change or without spending some time aligning thought to the new outcome will not yield the results that we're looking for.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the KTS Success Factor podcast for women, where we talk about challenges senior female leaders face in being happy and successful at work. I'm your host, Dr. Sarah E. Brown. My guest today is Kim Ades. She is the president and founder of Frame of Mind Coaching and JournalEngine software. Recognized as an expert in the area of thought mastery and mental toughness, Kim uses her unique philosophy and her quirky coaching style to help leaders identify their personal blind spots and shift their thinking in order to yield extraordinary results. Author, speaker, entrepreneur, coach, and mom of 5, Kim's claim to fame is teaching her powerful frame of mind coaching process to leaders, entrepreneurs, and influencers worldwide. Kim, thank you for being here today.
I'm really excited to be talking to you.
What is the biggest challenge you help female leaders face in business today, and what are the symptoms of that challenge?
Well, let's do it backwards. The symptoms first are that a lot of women feel tired, they're exhausted, they're frustrated, they're temperamental, they're annoyed often, they are feeling like they're not maximizing their potential, and they don't understand what it is that they need to do to shift it. So those are the symptoms, I would say. And they also feel like they're not performing. They're not performing personally, they're not performing professionally up to the standards that they think they should be performing at. The second thing is that the real challenge is that they're unaware of what's at stake, or rather, they're unaware of what's the cause of this problem. And they try everything they can to fix it, and still they can't seem to get the results that they're looking for. And so there's a blind spot that they are experiencing, and for the life of them, they don't know how to turn the lights on and see what it is that's driving this feeling and this experience.
I get it. And what are the biggest mistakes your clients make before working with you?
Hands down, the biggest mistake they make is they try super hard to do something different. So there's an old saying that if you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. And so these women are smart. They try different things. They try different strategies. If this doesn't work, let me try that. And they are always in the modality of taking action. They're trying to change their behaviors. And here's the problem with that is that behavioral change without belief change or without spending some time aligning thought to the new outcome will not yield the results that we're looking for. So these leaders take a lot of action. They're, high action takers. They take initiative, but they don't take a moment to slow down and really analyze how they think about what's in front of them. And that's really the biggest mistake that they're making.
And what is the number one free and actionable tip you can give them to address this challenge now?
For me, I want leaders to slow down. I want them to spend a moment and take a look at how their thinking impacts their outcomes. And so when I work with people, I ask them to journal in an online journal. And the purpose of that is to, first of all, get them to start expressing themselves. And that allows me to see the patterns in their thought. It allows me to see their values, their priorities, their beliefs. But more importantly, it allows me to see the patterns that show up for them, where they get triggered, where they get stumped over and over and over again. And so really the most important technique I would recommend is take a moment and start writing, start journaling, and ask yourself some critical questions. And if you wouldn't mind, I'll give you a couple of critical questions.
Oh, I would love that.
Okay, so grab a piece of paper and a pen, and here are the two really most powerful questions that I would advise that you start with. First question is, what do I really, really want more than anything? And I said that on purpose, two reallys, because I want you to think about what your heart truly desires, not what you think you should want, not what your neighbor wants for you or your family or your parents. Think about what you truly, deeply want. Perhaps even it's something you've never felt comfortable stating. And then ask yourself a following question. What's stopping me from having what I really, really want right now? What's getting in the way? Write down all the reasons. And what you will discover is all those reasons are really a function of your beliefs. And those beliefs are driving your outcomes. Those are beliefs are driving your actions, and they're driving the frustration you feel in some of the areas of your life. So examine that list very carefully and push back on it and say, are these reasons really true?
Mm, very good questions. Very good. So, Kim, what is a valuable free resource you can share with the women who are listening today to help them understand this challenge better?
Free resource, honestly, grab a piece of paper and a pen, pick up a journal. There are online journals everywhere, and just use whatever you can. But it's very important to kind of slow down in order to speed up. And so the resources are everywhere to help you journal. And if you want, there are some unlimited journaling prompts that you could tap into that would be useful. And if you want, I'd be happy to provide you with some if that's of interest to your audience.
Great. That would be great. Yeah.
Sure. That would be my pleasure.
Great. So, Kim, what is one question that I should have asked you that will help our audience take action to address this challenge? And then would you answer the question?
Yeah, I think the biggest question is when we look at women, particularly women who are highly driven and motivated and have large goals that they want to reach, what's the traditional belief that's standing in the way of their success? And what I would say to you is that a lot of women, while they're moving forward and they're, again, very determined to reach their goals, very often they're burdened with a feeling of self-doubt. And that self-doubt pops up in lots of different places. It pops up when they're dealing with customers. It pops up as they are leaders and dealing with their employees. It pops up when they're dealing with their peers. It pops up in board meetings. It pops up everywhere. And this idea, this concept of self-doubt erodes a woman's ability to really mobilize themselves and get to where they want to go. And this is a repeated thing that I see amongst very successful women who aren't quite where they want to be.
Very, very interesting. Kim, thank you so much for being with me today.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me on your show.
Thanks for listening to the KTS Success Factor podcast for women. If you like what you are hearing, please go to iTunes to subscribe, rate us, and leave a review. And if you would like more information on how we can help women in your organization to thrive, then go to www.sarahebrown.com. You can sign up for our newsletter, read show notes, and learn more about our podcast guests, read my blog, browse through the books, or contact us for a chat. Goodbye for now.